So we're going to look at a selection of picture storybooks as part of our 6+1 traits of writing. And the particular trait that we're looking at today is sentence fluency. With sentence fluency, you want your writing to be easy to read and follow. It should flow so smoothly and sound so interesting that people want to read it aloud. When your sentences don't flow, your writing sounds choppy and flat. Your reader would not want to read it aloud. So when we introduce the 6 traits to students, many teachers read aloud a text that exemplifies the trait. This is the notion of mentor text. Students learn the evidence of the trait from mentors and how to imitate it within their own writings. Such mentor text often includes picture storybooks like these ones. The text is short, which is important for a mini lesson, and engaging for students. So we're going to look at Audrey and Don Wood's picture storybook here called The Napping House, specifically for the 6+1 writing trait of sentence fluency. So we'll take a look at how they use their sentences and their words to really flow and make the writing interesting. All right, The Napping House by Audrey and Don Wood. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child there is a dog, a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that dog there is a cat, a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse there is a flea. Can it be? A wakeful flea? On a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping? A wakeful flea who bites the mouse. Who scares the cat? Who claws the dog? Who thumps the child? Who bumps the granny? Who breaks the bed? In the napping house where no one now is sleeping. All right, there we go. There's Audrey and Don Wood's The Napping House. And we were looking at that for the writing trait of sentence fluency. So obviously this is a repeat book where we start off with a napping house, a cozy bed, and a granny. And then we get the child and we still talk about the granny and the cozy bed and the napping house. And then we get the dog and we still talk about the child and the granny and the cozy bed and the napping house. And it keeps adding and adding and adding to it. So we have this flow of the sentence as it gets longer and longer and longer. And then at the end, the sentences are very short. Scares the cat, claws the dog, thumps the child, and so on. So you get this nice flow that carries through the story, even if a page does not have an entire sentence. So again, we have this long run-on sentence that goes on and on and on and on. And then we get these little bits and pieces of a sentence, and it takes many pages to get to the end of that one sentence. It's a neat idea for sentence fluency. How are you going to write your writing with sentence fluency?